over 970 goals. More than 1,300 professional appearances. 5 Ballon d'Or awards. These numbers belong to one player who many call the greatest of all time. But before the trophies and the billion social media followers, Cristiano Ronaldo was a poor kid from a tiny Portuguese island whose own mother once considered not having him at all. This is the story of how that changed everything. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985 in Funchal, the capital of Madeira, a small Portuguese island far from Europe's football powerhouses. He grew up the youngest of 4 children, sharing a single room with his siblings in a poor, deeply Catholic household. His mother worked as a cook and cleaner, while his father was a municipal gardener who also worked as a part-time kitman for a local football club. Life was hard, and money was scarce from the very beginning. Ronaldo's mother, Maria Dolores, later revealed she considered ending her pregnancy because of the family's poverty and his father's struggles with alcoholism, but her doctor refused to perform the procedure. His father, José Diniz, had served in the Portuguese army during the brutal colonial war in Angola, an experience that left him traumatized and battling addiction for the rest of his life. Cristiano was even named after Ronald Reagan, an actor and U.S. president his father admired. Despite the hardship at home, football became the family's constant. As a young boy, Ronaldo played for Andorinha, the local club where his father worked as kitman, before moving on to Nacional for 2 more formative years. Even then, teammates and coaches noticed something different, a relentless hunger to win and an obsessive need to improve every single day. In 1997, at just 12 years old, he was invited to a 3-day trial with Sporting CP, one of Portugal's biggest clubs. It was a trial that would change the trajectory of his entire life. Sporting CP signed the young Ronaldo after that trial, and he progressed rapidly through their academy system, eventually breaking into the first team. His talent was undeniable, and by 2003 he had caught the attention of one of the most powerful clubs in world football. That year, at just 18 years old, Manchester United signed him, bringing the raw, skinny winger from Lisbon into English football's biggest spotlight. Few could have predicted just how dominant he would become. At Manchester United, Ronaldo gradually transformed from a flashy trickster into a ruthless goalscorer, developing his game under the club's demanding system. He helped the team win 3 consecutive Premier League titles, cementing his place as one of the best players in England. His breakthrough season came in 2007-08, when he inspired United to the Champions League title and the FIFA Club World Cup crown. That remarkable campaign earned him his first Ballon d'Or at just 23 years old. In 2009, Ronaldo left Manchester United for Real Madrid in a deal worth €94 million, making it the most expensive transfer in football history at that time. The move placed enormous pressure on him to deliver immediately at one of the sport's most demanding clubs. He answered by becoming the driving force behind Madrid's resurgence as Europe's dominant team for nearly a decade. This was only the beginning of an era that would redefine what one player could achieve. With Real Madrid, Ronaldo helped win 4 Champions League titles between 2014 and 2018, including the long-awaited La Decima in 2014, Madrid's 10th European crown. That same season, he set the record for the most goals scored in a single Champions League campaign. He also claimed 2 La Liga titles and became the club's all-time leading goalscorer, a record that still stands. His dominance in Madrid white made him not just a star, but a European institution. Throughout his time at Real Madrid, Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or 4 more times, in 2013, 2014, 2016, and 2017, bringing his total to 5 career awards. This period fueled one of the greatest rivalries in sports history, as he pushed himself and his competitors to ever greater heights year after year. He was named the world's best player by FIFA 5 times across his career. Every season seemed to bring another record, another trophy, another reason he was called the greatest. After growing tensions with Real Madrid's club hierarchy, Ronaldo made a surprise move to Juventus in 2018 for a league record transfer fee of €100 million. Arriving in Serie A, he was tasked with helping Juventus reclaim European relevance while continuing to dominate domestically. He was pivotal in winning 2 consecutive Serie A titles and the Coppa Italia during his time in Turin. In 2021, he added another accolade, finishing as the league's top scorer and winning the Capocannoniere award. In 2021, Ronaldo made an emotional return to Manchester United, the club where his career had first taken off nearly 2 decades earlier. But this second spell did not go as smoothly as hoped, and tensions with club management grew increasingly public. In 2022, his contract was terminated following a widely publicized dispute, bringing an abrupt end to his second stint at Old Trafford. It was a turbulent chapter, but it would not be the final one of his career. In 2023, Ronaldo signed with Al-Nassr in Saudi Arabia, a move that surprised many but reflected the growing ambition of football in the region. He quickly became the league's most dominant force, finishing as the league's top scorer in both 2024 and 2025. In 2026, he finally led Al-Nassr to the Saudi Pro League title, adding yet another chapter to his trophy collection. At an age when most players have long retired, Ronaldo was still rewriting his own story. While his club career spanned continents, Ronaldo's story with Portugal's national team is a saga all its own. He made his international debut in 2003 at just 18 years old and went on to earn more than 200 caps, becoming history's most capped male player ever. He played in 12 major tournaments, scoring his first international goal at Euro 2004, where Portugal reached the final and he was named to the team of the tournament. It was the start of a 2-decade international journey. Ronaldo took the Portugal captaincy ahead of Euro 2008 and was named to the team of the tournament at Euro 2012, building steadily toward a defining moment. In 2016, he finally led Portugal to their first ever major tournament title, lifting the European Championship trophy despite being injured early in the final. He later starred at the 2018 World Cup, scoring a hat-trick and earning a place in the tournament's dream team. At Euro 2020, he was named to the team of the tournament for a 3rd time and won the Golden Boot as top scorer. Ronaldo's record book with Portugal is staggering: most international goals in history with 146, most international victories with 141, and the most appearances of any player ever. He also won the UEFA Nations League twice, in 2019 and 2025, finishing as top scorer in both tournaments. Then in 2026, he made history again, becoming the first player ever to score in 6 different World Cup tournaments. 2 decades after his debut, he was still adding new firsts to his name. Beyond the pitch, Ronaldo became one of the most recognizable human beings on the planet. He is the most followed sportsperson on social media, amassing over 1 billion total followers across platforms, the first person in history to reach that milestone. Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2014. By April 2026, Sportico ranked him the 3rd highest paid athlete of all time, and that same year he appeared on the Forbes World's Billionaires list for the first time, with a net worth of $1.2 billion. Across 35 career trophies, 5 Champions Leagues, and records in nearly every competition he has entered, Ronaldo's story is really one about relentless work ethic overcoming impossible odds. From a shared bedroom in Madeira to being called the top goalscorer of all time in football history, his journey proves that talent alone was never the whole story. FIFA recognized this legacy in 2021, honoring him with a special award for outstanding career achievement. The boy who almost never had the chance to be born became, by nearly every measure, the greatest of his generation. From a gardener's son in Madeira to a billionaire icon with over 1 billion followers, Cristiano Ronaldo's rise remains one of sport's most extraordinary true stories. His records may one day be challenged, but the sheer scale of his ambition, discipline, and longevity set a new standard for what athletes could become. If this story of resilience and relentless greatness moved you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that where you start doesn't determine where you finish. Subscribe for more true stories that prove reality often outshines fiction.